You know, I was originally approached with a couple other fighters, and the ones I was really interested in competing against.
Can you say who they were?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then I was approached about Lyoto, and I said yes right away. And I think the UFC came back the next day and said, "Wow, I don't know if that's a great idea. He's coming off 2 losses, And to Lyoto's credit, he pushed for the fight. So then a couple more weeks down the road, I think after Lyoto and his camp got involved, they wanted to fight. The UFC came back to me and said, "Hey, Lyoto wants this fight too. We're going to make it happen. You want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wanted this fight for a couple of years. This is a fight I'm motivated for and excited about." So it's
an interesting storyline, I think.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting style matchup. That's one of the reasons why I've been so excited about it. And he is kind of in this enigma that nobody's really untangled or figured out. And that's the kind of intriguing fight that I like.
You look at Lyoto, what challenges does he present to you?
Well, I think he presents a lot of the same challenges to me that he has everybody else. He's hard to get a handle on. He's very elusive. He's got great footwork. He has a very upright, unique style. He has the ability to lure guys in and get them to chase him, and then he changes directions and explodes and catches you with that straight left hand. And obviously he's taken some pretty significant fighters out in the last couple of years. So I think nobody's really been able to nail him down, to get their hands on him, to use the cage effectively, to put him on the ground for any length of time. And those are all things that I usually try to do in my fight. I think those getting him on the ground and either damaging him or finding a way to submit him is definitely going to be the goal.
Now, when this is all said and done, whatever be the outcome, is it the end? Is it finally going to be the end of the natural's career?
I said, and everybody made such a big deal about my tweet, I think because I put it in black and white, but it's nothing different that I've been saying since the James Toney fight.
Okay.
I'm coming to the end of it. Realistically, I'm enjoying the transition to making more movies. There are a few very interesting fights out there for me, but realistically at 47, the end is in sight. And when that's going to be, I don't know. I'm taking it one at a time. I've been doing that for 13 years now.
So you could see yourself fighting beyond this?
I'm not going to say it's the end. I'm not going to make any official announcements. It doesn't make sense to do that.
Yeah.
Because they'll throw something at me that's intriguing and interesting to me, and then I'll be right back in there. And then I will be the Brett Favre of MMA. So
what if
I did it once. I don't think anybody's going to buy it a second time anyway. I think when I'm done fighting, I'll just fade away.
I hope so.
Yeah, Shogun was on that list, right? He was one of the other guys you were interested in?
Another guy, obviously, that I'm very interested in competing against. I've watched him all through his days in the fight. He's an amazing fighter, and seen him come into his own now and kind of be the first guy to solve the Rubik's Cube that has kind of been Lyoto Machida.
You said at one point that you weren't interested in a title run, but Randy, if you beat Lyoto, there's going to be a solid shot that you might get the chance.
That's just the icing on the cake. It's more about the individuals and the fights. The title's certainly nice, but
you've had a few of those.
I've done that, and that's not really what it's about for me at this point. So if that happens, and if it doesn't, that's okay too.
Yeah.